Hi there. I'm down here at the creek. I'm here with some moss, a fern, and a tree. And these are examples of different stages of plant evolution, where it went from green algae, which is an aquatic organism, like that water, to different forms of land plants. It started with the moss.
This is moss.
And then we come to seedless vascular plants such as the fern. And then to seed vascular plants like this pine tree. Like the evolution of social dance, each of these stages carries with it similar traits that were used and evolved to create more complex organisms. So dance is a form of movement. Humans know that we need to move our bodies in order to stay healthy. Well, trees move too. They move in the wind, they move up towards the sun, closer to the light, branches responding to the environment. And without that movement, they would just snap in a strong enough wind. But they're able to be resilient and bounce back because their fibers, though strong enough to support upward growth, still allow for movement. Traditional dances, like ethnic or folk dances, are often passed down from generation to generation. In the same way that this acorn, the seed inside and the genetic information inside that seed is passed down from generation to generation to generation. Our next journey takes us on an adventure to uncover secret treasure. Hidden under these wisteria vines is a cross-section of a tree. In this cross-section, we can see the story of this tree's life in its rings. You see each of these lines, and there is a year's worth of growth for this tree. And these rings are different in size and thickness depending on what the growth conditions were that year. So if there was a big drought or if there was a lightning strike or something like that, we'd see that in these lines. For example, this tree ring is a lot wider than this tree ring, and this one's really, really small. This could indicate that that year was not the best year for growing for this tree, whereas the year of the thicker rings was great for growing. And just like with social dances, they are dependent on the times at which they originated and were created. So here we have a mulch bed. Mulch, humans love some plants more than others, and that's why we spread this here mulch to prevent the growth of some plants, such as Creeping Charlie, but promote the growth of other plants, like these daisies, this spiderwort, and these other plants too. Similarly, humans love dance, but some humans have suppressed certain types of dance and only allowed others, like in 1970 in the Cultural Revolution in China. A lot of dances were prohibited except those used for propaganda. In the same way that music and dance often match each other and complement each other, flowers and their pollinators share this same relationship. Specific colors on flowers attract specific pollinators. Certain flower shapes are more friendly to other pollinators, and additionally, the treat presented to the pollinator with each flower can be different depending on what pollinator that flower is trying to attract. Oh, hello there. What's this? This is chickweed, and it's edible. Chickweed is an herbaceous plant that really loves these cool shaded areas. There's this big oak tree over there that is shading out the sun, and the slope right here of the terrain makes this area a little bit wetter, so it's a little cooler. And this is the perfect environment for this chickweed and shotweed, and you can see it's really thriving here. So it loves this environment. Plants are specific to the environment they grow in. This is the same with dances. Some dances are created in colder climates, and those dances have characteristics specific to those cold climates. Cooler climates might produce faster moving dances. What I hope you've gathered from this is that there are many similarities between dance and plants. Trees, pine tree, like dance, create an environment where community can flourish, connections can be made, and histories can be passed down from generations to generations. So thank you, trees, and thank you, dance.